Just going to go over a little bit of addition using visual representation. So you can see my video where I use the blocks to use it. Now I'm going to use a pictorial representation. So if we start with the first one, 42 plus 31. So the first step we need to do is to represent 42 as a picture. So the way that we do that is our lines like this are tens, just to represent with the blocks, or as you would see with MAB blocks. And our ones, you can use circles or X's or whatever, so long as you're consistent. So that's 42. And then we also represent 31 in the same way. So there we have 42 plus 31 plus 31. So, and we simply now just count our ones. 1, 2, 3. There are 3 ones. And then we count our tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. There are 7 tens. 4 plus 3 is 7. 4 tens plus 3 tens is 70. So we've used that, and we're helping to ease that cognitive load, and we're building the understanding of what the abstract equation represents. This is a strategy all kids can use, and so long as they're familiar with it. So let's try with the higher number. Alright, let's do 126 plus 132. Okay, exact same thing again. Let's draw the representation. This time, our hundreds are going to be represented using a square. Tens, same again, and our ones. And notice with my ones, I'm drawing them in pairs just so that they are closer aligned to tens frames your child is likely, or students are likely to be working with. We want that easy recognition of what the number is, and just giving it a bit of a structure. All right, so that's 126. Take away 100. Oh, sorry, adding 132. Apologies. 2. Okay. And then we start with our ones. So that's 6, 7, 8. And again, you can build that strategy of you count on from the biggest number. Apologies for the drill next door. 2 tens plus 3 tens is 5 tens. Sorry. And 100 plus 100 is 200s, 200s. So 126 plus 132 is 258. All right. Now we'll go on, and again, because we want to see how this looks with some renaming. So I'll go ahead and I'll do an example now of what that looks like with renaming. 248 plus 125. I really wish that would stop next door. And we draw that representation. I'll draw it over here this time. 1, 2, 3, 4 tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 100, 2 tens, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ones. Okay. So once again, we start with the ones. 8 ones plus 5 ones. Now that's going to be greater than 10, so let's count 8, 9, 10. What we need to do is we need to circle 10 of the X's cross them out and rename them up the top as a 10. And there are 3 left over. What that looks like here is 8 and 5 gave us 13. So we write our 1s here and we put our extra 10 up the top. Now we count the 10s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 10s. 7 10s. And then we count the hundreds. 1, 2, 3 hundreds. 3 hundreds. Okay, so again, we're building that understanding of what this represents. We had 13 ones. You can't have more than 10 in the ones column when you write a number. So you need to rename as 3 ones and 1 10. You rename as 3 ones and 1 10. All right, and now I'll move on. I'll show you an example of renaming in the tens. 362 plus 155. Okay, we'll draw that. 1, 2, 3. Oh, a bit of a funny. 62 plus 155. Yeah. One extra there, didn't need that. Okay. So once again, count the ones. So 5, 6, 7. 5 and 2 is 7. Count the 10s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So again, we circle them, we cross them out, and we rename 100 here, so it visually looks different. And there is 1 10 left over. Same thing here. There was 1 10 left over, and we renamed 100 up here. And then we finish off with the hundreds column. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. And this is 500. Okay. And you can start to see why it's important that you do have a bit of organisation as you start to get bigger with these numbers. Hopefully they stop. And we'll finish off with 487 plus 136. Okay, and we'll draw that. 100, 200, 300, 400, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plus 100. 1, 2, 3, 10, 20, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we count 7, 8, 9, 10. Cross it out. Rename, and there are 3 ones left over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 2 10s left over. Oh, sorry, I'll cross them out. I need to do my 100 up here, and there are 2 10s left over. So there are 2 10s left over, my extra 100. And now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hundreds in total. So 487 plus 136 equals 623. And this is really about building up that concept of what addition is, what it looks like, and how we can best support that. Once you're starting to move to bigger numbers, you do want to probably start to use the abstract model more, because you should have built up those, you've hopefully built up those concepts here, because then your drawings start to take up more and more space and the practicality loses out its effectiveness. So if you're building up the concept here, you can start to do bigger numbers using the abstract model here.